What is up, douchebags? JJ back here from Run Pure Bets with another free pick for it. So it's going to be in college basketball for Friday, February the 4th. Game's going to be played between Colorado State and San Diego State. Current betting spread is Colorado State minus 2.5. Total 128.5. All right, so we dropped the Notre Dame Miami over. And honestly, that game saw a few points of steam down, which was a bit alarming, right? Especially when it's not common on this channel, right? I mean, for the most part, I'd say it's sub 80, 85% of the quote-unquote good CLV or the goods on CLV. So that game was a little concerning for me because I couldn't understand why. I will go as far to say that the pace was much slower than I anticipated. But as with most totals, pace can be overcome with good shooting. We didn't have either in that game, a pace that preferred the total, and shooting wasn't there either. But look, as you are aware, though, tiers from losses are reserved for, chopping up onions and watching Hallmark Channel. We move onward, and let's get right into the play here, though. So these spots aren't all that common throughout a season in college basketball, and I don't target all of them even when they are. But I really like this spot. I'm referencing when a good team earlier in the year loses by 30 to another good team on the road and then faces that same team back at home. This, of course, is Colorado State. So, yes, love the spot laying 2.5 bones. Got this minus 110 FanDuel in New Jersey. Yes, the Rams have lost 2 straight and now come back home for this marquee matchup. Let's be honest, a game like this is a borderline must-win for a team like Colorado State, who's trying to build a resume that says they belong in March without needing the conference tournament. Now, the Rams team is one of the most efficient offenses in D1, believe it or not. They're filled with snipers. They have above-average ball movement. They score really well. They got a few top scorers as well. They move the ball really well inside. They don't turn the ball over at all, and they convert about 80% from the charity stripe, which is one of the best numbers in D1 as a team. They are in a bit of a lull, though, and they have an opportunity to break that against the Aztecs here. My issue with San Diego State is how reliant this team is on their defense. When this team plays good offenses, for the most part, they've lost. They do have one win against the top 75 offense all season. You want to guess who that was against? Yes, the Colorado State Rams. This Aztecs team is not built to come back from deficits. And they're not built to outshoot teams on the road. Colorado State is very comfortable shooting the rock in their own gym. And after a few lackluster games, I like the ship to get righted here. Now, San Diego State had one of their better shooting games of the season when these two first met, and I think overall between both sides we get closer to the median on these sides, leaning heavier towards Colorado State. Now, Colorado State doesn't foul. They protect the offensive glass, and as noted, they have lethal guys from outside. 5 guys who shoot 39% or better from 3, led by their stud scorer, David Roddy. On a per-possession basis, Colorado State should be able to have much more success than the Aztecs. Now, you break this game down from multiple angles, and the prior game between these two was just tough to compute, right? You look at the numbers from it, and even if you watch the game, a lot of open missed shots. Let's also note that CSU was coming off a bit of a COVID scare into that game, and that game was actually a scheduled add-in against San Diego State. Now, with more ample time to prep for it and a much hungrier CSU team this time around, love this number. And in most seasons, San Diego State would be the better squad than CSU, but this Rams team is uber talented scoring-wise or with scorers. They actually remind me a lot of Nevada a few years back with, I don't know if you guys remember the Martin brothers, along with some incredible snipers around them. This team is surrounded with Roddy and Stevens, and around them is just a bunch of scorers, specifically shooters. I expect them to get their shots to fall against San Diego State here and just ultimately love the spot. I line this up past 4.5, so happy to jump in on the 2.5 that's currently being lined. So again, Colorado State minus 2.5 for San Diego State. May the odds be ever in our favor. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. Create some fake accounts. More thumbs up. If you did not enjoy, I hope you pee down your leg. As always, drop comments below your thoughts on this play and let me know who you like for this small slate on Friday. Be sure to check out Tyler and Spread's daily NBA rundowns, who have just been crushing on the regular. And of course, if we're talking about crushing, Kegger's live shows just continue to crush. Still pounding away at profits. Hop over runpurebets.com, see what we're collectively all about. I'll be back on Saturday talking CBB live. But until then, folks, be sure to gamble responsibly, stay safe, and yes, run pure.